Very excited.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Ashwin and I'm the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the fifth meeting of Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club. Let me begin by telling you all about Toastmasters and its mission. Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that has builds confidence and teaches public speaking skills through a worldwide network of clubs that meet online and in person. In a supportive community or corporate environment, members prepare and deliver speeches, respond to impromptu questions, and give and receive constructive feedback. It is through this regular practice that members are empowered to meet personal and professional communication goals. Founded in 1924, the organization is headquartered in Englewood, Colorado, with approximately 270,000 members in more than 14,200 clubs in 148 countries. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention the ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them in silent. I'll give you 20 seconds to do the same. All right, I hope you've all done that. So, as Toastmasters, we advise that you talk about sex, religion, and politics in a careful manner, as these are sensitive topics. Please do not cross talk when a speaker is on the stage. Please move in the hall and enter or exit the hall only when there is a applause on the stage. Speakers who are coming to or leaving from the stage are requested to follow a handshake or a fist bump as a protocol. For members attending online, please keep your video on. Furthermore, stay on mute until and unless you are invited to speak as part of a specific role by the Toastmaster of the team. In addition to these ground rules, there are some additional points of information. Refreshments in the break are provided over there, somewhere around there, which is chai and samosas. The restroom is available near the water counter. With that, I would now like to introduce the presiding officer of the day. He is a software professional at JP Morgan and Chase and has been a member of Toastmasters International since 2018. He has completed 2 parts in Toastmasters Pathway Education Program. Additionally, he has won the District 121 Speech Evaluation Contest in back-to-back years in 2022 and 2023. Most recently, he was crowned the District 121 International Speech Contest Champion in 2024. In his spare time, he indulges in books, video games, singing, running, and weight training. He is also the founder of the Humble Bumble Book Club, one of the fastest growing reading communities in Bangalore, which is currently home to over 3 dozen enthusiastic readers. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome onto the stage the president of Bright Masters Toastmasters Club, Akshay Abraham and Thomas.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
Nice, great. What are the emotions you're feeling? Happy, excited, nervous? I think so, because for a lot of our Bright Hearts members here today is the first meeting where all the lights, camera, and action are in place. So I'm really excited. I'm sure all of you are really excited as well. First of all, a huge shout out to our Sergeant at Arms, Ashwin. First of all, and clearly elucidated on the Toastmasters mission. We here in Toastmasters are here to help each one of you become better public speakers and better leaders. And especially in Bright Hearts, that is the same goal that we all have. In life, when we do something, we got to do it right. And the right way is the right way. Before I begin, I would like to get some introductions from some of the guests who are attending this meeting for the first time. So as I point towards you, can I please have you come on stage? Tell us your name. How did you find out about this club and why you are here? Sir, why don't we start with you?
Hello everyone. My name is Nishan. I work as a software developer and I'm a part of Toastmasters BTM. And one of my friends from Toastmasters BTM, her name is Monica. She is here. She was like, you've got to check this place out. There's a chant on the show over here. So yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let's hear it. Yeah. Yes.
Hi, my name is Ashwin. I worked as a product manager in a company called India. I discovered about Brighthearts from HSR Toastmasters, and I discovered about HSR Toastmasters from my manager. So he recommended that public speaking is a good skill to have in corporate, and it builds confidence. And I think I need it. That's why I'm here today. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashwin, product manager. HSR recommended this, right? Your manager recommended this, but I hope you have a great time today as well. Do we have any more guests, first timers? Yes, sir. Why don't you come on stage?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Manoranjan. I have come here to excel my public speaking and my interaction and my stage here. To bring my stage here.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoranjan. As you said, you're here to remove your stage fear far and beyond. Right? So we hope that you find the right platform here at Brighthearts Toastmasters. With that note, since we don't have a gavel yet, I would like to declare pre-charter meeting number 5 open. Today's meeting is all about the emotions that we feel within us. Happiness, sadness, jealousy, anger. When I think about emotion, the most relevant emotions in my life right now are the emotions that come along with Brighthearts Toastmasters. Because I still remember when I suggested this idea to Arundhati for the first time, my first emotion was trepidation, nervousness. Can we really pull something off like this? Can we bring a whole new community together? Can we create a new family? And let me tell you, as the weeks have gone by, my confidence has been bolstered, not just by all the different members of the club who are now officially members of Brighthearts Toastmasters, but all the people outside of Brighthearts Toastmasters, such as Rohit, Hari, and all of the other club members from the fraternity who have come to help us. So, as the weeks will go by, it is going to be equal levels of nervousness and joy and happiness, but I'm so excited to see what this platform brings and the new talents Brighthearts Toastmasters brings to the forefront. And I'm sure our area director of I3, Chandrama, would agree with that as well. Yes. On that note, I would like to introduce the first ever Toastmaster of the day of Brighthearts Toastmaster. This is someone who did all of her schooling and all of her college in Faridabad, UP. Yeah. Haryana. Sorry. So sorry. Faridabad, Haryana. When asked what does she like to do in her free time, she's figuring it out. But some of the things she has figured out about her pastimes are dance, singing, and arts. And she's still figuring out, and she likes to do a lot of sporty activities as well. I'm very excited to see what our Toastmaster of the day brings to the stage today to talk about the topic Echoes of the Inner Self. Give a huge round of applause for Bright Heart Pranjal Anand.
Welcome, fellow Bright Hearts, Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Today, we are going on a fun and insightful journey. On a journey where you guys will know how emotions influence our actions and thoughts. Picture this, the little voices inside my head taking the center stage, offering you a behind the scenes look on how emotions go. Hello everyone, this is Joy coming to you live from Pranjal's mind. Today, I'm extremely excited to be here. Let's make some noise and brighten up this room. That's fear, doing what he does best. So, such a disappointment. Disappointment. Glad to have you on board. Let's keep the show on the road, guys. That's done. Fine. What if I fumble? What if I forget my dance? Oh, hi. I'm inside. Sorry, can't talk. Too busy to figure out all the ways to avoid embarrassment over there. Hey, that's not true. It's okay, buddy. Our little girl's growing up so fast. Team, let's focus. Shh, we're not so little anymore. Also, that, see, my bad. Guys, we all know that change is scary, but we are in this together. Let's embrace it and make this a great session. Operation New Pranjal, let's go. Thanks, everyone. Woo! That's a glimpse into the chaos and harmony within my emotional world. Remind you of something? Perhaps a movie? Yes. Briefly, Echoes of the Inner Self is inspired by the world of Inside Out. Today, together we explore how emotions aren't just persuasive experiences, but the active forces that shape our personalities and thoughts. But before we dive any deeper, let me give a brief overview of the meeting structure, especially for our guests. Today's meeting is divided into 3 segments. The first, prepared speech round. This segment mirrors the anxiety role from Inside Out, as anxiety meticulously plans to avoid any roadblocks or hiccups. 2 members will deliver their carefully crafted icebreaker speeches, each lasting for 4 to 6 minutes, aiming to avoid disqualification or worse, forgetting their speech. After this round, we'll have a short break because let's face it, we all have a little bit of envy, or as Joy likes to call it, PV inside us. Then comes the table topic round. After the break, we jump right into the table topics round. This is where fear, excitement, and nervousness converge to give us that thrill of adrenaline or crave. In this impromptu speech segment, members will practice speaking and thinking on their feet. Guests, you are highly encouraged to please join us in this round. Finally, we'll conclude with our general evaluator round. Here, the general evaluator with their tag team will come on stage and give us their valuable feedback. This segment embodies the essence of fear, not the stage fright kind that paralyzes, but the careful, analytical kind that plans. So fear here represents that person will meticulously analyze all the scenarios where we could have avoided mistakes. We will ensure that we address all the visible areas of improvement. So let's start. I'm looking forward to an engaging meeting. Let's start with a quick activity. I would request all of you to close your eyes and think about your recent decision or an emotional experience. Now try identifying the emotion which you strongly felt at that moment. Take 30 seconds to register and reflect on how understanding that emotion might have given you a deeper self-insight or might have helped you to navigate through such situations in near future. Thank you. You all can open your eyes now. I hope you all have much figured out something new about yourselves. Now, can I please request two audience members to volunteer? Would you please like to tell the audience what was that emotion you reflected on?
I just recently joined college. So the emotion I reflected on was the nervousness and thinking, is this the right decision for me? And that has helped me realize that that's the similar emotion I'm feeling right now amongst you all, where I want to do my best and I'm very excited for what's to come. Thank you.
Thank you. We can have one last volunteer. Someone share their experience.
So recently I before the day I would do with it right. Except that part.
Thank you. We want to take away to that. The rationale behind this meeting, his activity, was to create self-awareness and recognize our dominant emotions. Very honestly, when we know our emotion, that's when we know why we behave the way we do. That's the first step towards deciphering the echoes of the inner self. By the end of this meeting, I aim to help you all to understand the voices within. But before we move on to the next step, let me introduce the guiding star of our evaluation segment. Think of one as the maestro, conducting symphony of feedback, ensuring every note is just right. The keen eye for detail and a supportive spirit. She's a group lead of the infrastructure team at Axo Nobel. She's a passionate Toastmaster and a leader who thrives on intuition and challenges. After completing all the 5 levels in the innovative planning pathway and serving as the president of the HSR Toastmasters Club, now leads as area director for Area 3 Division 1. Please join me in welcoming our general evaluator, Toastmaster Chandrama.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Bright Heart Toastmasters, and my dear guests. A very good, warm Sunday evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Why is feedback necessary? What are your thoughts on feedback?
Feedback is a challenge.
Let's go. Rightly said, Iha. If we have to become effective at any skill or improve ourselves, we need to keep in mind the 3 F's: focus, feedback, and fixing. Today, I, here as a general evaluator, will closely and consciously evaluate the entire proceedings of this meeting right from the beginning till the very end. I will focus on 3 parts. First one is coordinating with the speech evaluators. Second is calling the TAGL team to present their reports. And thirdly, I will evaluate the entire meeting from beginning till end. I would now like to invite the TAGL team, the first T of the TAGL team, which is the timer. With a round of applause, Toastmaster Neville Shah.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How many of you snooze your alarm or keep multiple alarms to wake yourself up in the morning? Most of us in the crowd. And how many of you wake up on the first alarm and you're like, okay, I can give myself some more time? So this is my role as a timer today, that whenever I'll be timing all the roles for speakers and evaluators to come on the stage, and for the prepared speech section, evaluation section, and the table topic section, I'll be helped with these 3 cards or 3 alarms, which I would like to call them. So for prepared speech section, I would show a green card at 4 minutes, yellow card at 5 minutes, and red card at 6 minutes. And we also have a snooze time of 30 seconds. For table topic session, we have a time of 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. And for the evaluation section, we have evaluators have a time of 2 to 3 minutes. So same way, 2 minutes, green card, 2.5 minutes, yellow card, and red card at 3 minutes. So I'll give my report at the end of the session when called by the general evaluator.
Master Neville. Moving to the A of the faculty, her name also starts with A. She's the VP chair of the club. Give it up for Toastmaster Arna Gupta.
Well done, fellow Toastmasters, bright hearts, and guests. The purpose of the R counter rule is to note the uses of words and sounds that are used as crutches or filler pauses by anyone who speaks, whether it be the speakers of the day or table topic. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. I will present my role report at the end of the meeting when called by the general manager. So all of you have to present with a lot of consciousness when you come on the stage and sing the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arna. Moving ahead with the G of the talent team, we have the grammarian. Give it up for Toastmaster Vishnu Pradeep.
Echoes of the inner self. What a wonderful theme we have today. Let the echoes, which is coming from ourselves, guide us towards authenticity and personal growth. With that note, hello Toastmasters and all our guests. Good afternoon. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce a word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is consciousness, which means state of being aware of and responsiveness towards surroundings. Another meaning, a person's awareness or perception of something. I'll give you 2 examples of also for this usage. Over the years, their efforts help raise the consciousness of many people. The second one is that idea has been creeping into my consciousness for some time. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of this meeting, and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vishnu. I'd like to add on something. Whenever anyone uses here the word of the day, that is encourage it with a thumbs up. Moving on to the L of the camel team, the listener, Toastmaster Pragati Ganapati. Give it up for
hello, everybody. So as listener, I will be listening to all the speakers who take the stage and will note down interesting tidbits of information related to the content presented by each speaker. So I encourage everyone to listen to all those who take the stage. So I'll be asking no more than 10 questions at the end of the meeting to test your listening. Thank you.
Okay, with that, I would now like to hand over back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pranjal Anand.
We are eagerly waiting to hear your brilliant insights. Some of you might be wondering, why this theme? For me, it's a personal journey. Understanding and balancing my emotions has always been a challenge, almost like trying to calm a stormy ocean. I've come to realize that my emotional self is a core part of my being. Trying to change my tendency to be over emotional or oversensitive is like fighting against my own nature. It's like trying to restore the calm in the midst of the whirlwind. By identifying which emotion holds the most sway in our life, we can gain profound insights into our behavior and our decisions. Just as Riley learns to navigate through her emotions in Insight 2, I've been doing the same with mine. And this realization is what led me to our next step, which is decision making. Understanding and knowing what our dominant emotions are, that helps us make more profound decisions. However, our first speaker is not sailing the same boat. She exudes calm and clarity in her emotional approach. A seasoned Toastmaster with 4 years of experience and 2 completed pathways. Her remarkable calmness and composure while delivering mesmerizing speeches is what sets her apart. Her dominant emotion isn't anxiety, but envy, aka VV. She's currently serving as a data analyst in JP Morgan Chase. But before we plunge into her speech, let me call upon stage Sai Haripriya, Toaster Sai Haripriya, to evaluate her state and lay out the objectives on what we should expect from her speech.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So my target speaker is attempting her first ever speech at Toastmasters, and this is an icebreaker speech. And the purpose of this project is for her to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. The speech length will be 4 to 6 minutes, and it is customary in Toastmasters to give a standing ovation for an icebreaker speech. So I request you all to do that once it's done. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Sai Haripriya. Now, keep momentum going. Let's call upon stage Toastmaster from Sydney. Chord, sugar, spice, and everything nice. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Proximum chord.
Greetings, Toastmasters and guests. With a raise of hand, who here have seen the Powerpuff Girls? For those unaware, they were created by Dr. Euphoria in an attempt to create perfect little girls using ingredients, sugar, spice, and everything nice, and also the special chemical X. They had extraordinary powers such as super strength, flight, laser eyes, and the list goes on. I wish I could say I had such an extraordinary origin, but just like any other person, I was born in a hospital on the 27th of Jan 2000. While most kids are very cheerful, excited, and curious, I was a sweet, shy little girl who like to stay in her own company. My mom often reminisces how a simple toy would keep me content, sending me off to my imaginary world, and I would sit in the corner of the house enjoying my time. This state of mind persisted throughout my school year, where I was reserved and struggled to talk to people. Also, being the only Sikh girl in a school filled with Northeastern students did not help me. As in, being an introvert and standing out was not enough. I was unfiltered, straightforward, and the perfect girl who broke no rules. Consequently, I struggled to make friends. I was often met with straight faces when I tried to enter the groups and mocked. But Toastmasters, as they say, what doesn't break you makes you stronger. But in my case, it made me spicier. After school, all my hard work paid off when I finally joined the International Engineering Program in Thapar Institute. In this program, the first 2 years I will be spending in Thapar and the next 2 years in Trinity College, Dublin. This time I was determined to not let academics be the highlight of my college life. So I grabbed every opportunity I got to open up, explore new horizons, and to live all those moments that I had missed in my earlier life. Needless to say, from the very first day of college, I immersed in various experiences, be it talking to new people, joining new clubs, exploring sports, getting my friends drunk, and calling more than half of my college. I savored every moment of college. But just like a cosine graph, life also has its peaks and its valleys. And so did mine. The year I was set to embark on my dream journey to Dublin, COVID stopped with a devastating force. It was as if the virus itself had infiltrated deep inside my meticulously planned future and contaminated it with chaos. One moment, I was set to enter a prestigious university, and the very next moment, I was left without any courses to attend. Eventually, I had to give in and join an integrated course in Thapar itself, which was EM. And this course had literally no scope of placement. And to make matters worse, I was asked to complete my BTech 6 months earlier as compared to my other peers because I had to finish my MBA after that. Needless to say, I was drowning in academic pressure. It was as if I had no time for myself. I hated that phase of my life. But today, if you come here and ask me to go back and erase that phase from my life, I would never do that. You know why? Because it was this phase of my life that brought everything nice that I have today. It was in this phase I met some of the most important people in my life, one of them being my current boyfriend, who helped me get into research, where we wrote more than 12 research papers, thus making me more academically proficient and confident. I also got various opportunities to take up leadership roles in clubs. After all this, all these experiences that I gained during this phase in life helped me get one of the high-paying jobs in Thapar, despite all the issues that my current course was facing. I wish I could say I was as extraordinary as the power of girls. I'm not. I wasn't born like the way they were. But all these little experiences in my life have given me those personality traits that makes Prabh Simran for today. So, the time when I was excluded from school and felt left out, that taught me how to be more inclusive. Today, even despite being busy, I make sure that I celebrate each one of those friends that I have. Thus, ladies and gentlemen, adding the sugar to my life. The time in college helped me become more confident and a risk taker. The very spice of my life. And the last phase not only made me a more confident person, but persistent and also taught me how to enjoy those little moments in life because it is so important. Thus, the everything nice of my life. Now, coming on to the last ingredient, chemical X. Wait, I do not have it here. Must have forgotten it in the bag. Let me check. As you can see, it's been empty for a while, and I've been worried sick. But today, I'm no longer worried. Because now I know that here in Toastmasters, with all of you, I'll be able to gain all those essential skills, be it mentorship, leadership, teamwork, self-expression. And with your support and guidance, I take one step forward to filling this to the brim and one day becoming the best version of myself, my own Powerpuff Girl. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Your story deeply resonated with mine. Up until now, my over-the-edge emotions have made forming human connections extremely challenging for me. This struggle is what drove me to start therapy. During therapy, I realized one thing. Working with a therapist taught me that changing myself is not what is important, but what is important is balancing your emotions. It's not about suppressing my emotions, but learning how to navigate them more effectively. It's like saying balance isn't about denying the waves, but riding them gracefully. Thus, combining self-awareness and effective decision making is what brings me to the last step, that is personal growth. Now, let me introduce to our second speaker of the day, who is deeply committed to his own personal growth. Do you know, for nearly a month now, he has been consistently running 5K, currently serving as an AVP in credit card finance pricing at JP Morgan. He aspires to gain the freedom to make his own choices by launching his own venture in finance. Joining Toastmasters is a step that brings him closer to his goal. To evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Rohit Sharma. Toastmaster Rohit, could you please highlight the key objectives and points we should look for?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, Bright Hearts. Today, Toastmaster Siddharth Jain is attempting the icebreaker speech, much like the first speaker. The purpose of the project remains the same, that is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of his speech. As a custom in Toastmasters, we follow the practice of giving a standing ovation to the icebreaker speaker, just like we did for the first speaker. So I request all of you to please stand up and give him a standing ovation at the completion of the speech. The timings of the speech remain same as well, which is 4 to 6 minutes. I wish all the best to Siddharth, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Now let's keep the energy high and please welcome on stage our second speaker of the day. Please give a warm round of applause for the ever smiling and charming Toastmaster Siddharth. Right heart Siddharth, some dreams come true. Some dreams come true. Right heart Siddharth.
Have you ever felt that you are just dragging through life? You're stuck in a rut without no direction? Have you made a goal which is nearly impossible to achieve? Raise your hand if you have set of really difficult goals or really impossible goals to achieve. Okay, quite a few ones. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Siddharth, and let me tell you a story. I was born in a very small town in Rajasthan, and it was picturesque place. One end of the village was slum area, and other end of the village was river. And river has very dark reputation about it. Every year, one person would die, and these are the stories that everybody believes. As a child, I did not go near the river. I stayed away from it. Instead, I spent my time near the pond. It was a beautiful place in my village. It was surrounded by mango trees in a broken road which led to another village. During the rainy times, the water would overflow the broken road, and that would become my racetrack.
imagine a 10-year-old kid who's riding a cycle with his childhood crush on a broken road during a rainy time. Uh, after a while, when I look back at that memory, that it's like that time is never going to come back. Fast forwarding to my school life, I was very good kid, like who studied on time, completed his work on time. But in my village, most of the people they grew up and they helped their family with the business, but they became teachers. But I had very different dreams that local warned me about. They told me that anybody who steps out of the village and goes out, they come back failing and with a tail between their legs. But I was very determined. I wanted to study in an English medium school, pursue engineering. So I took an admission in the city, and that's when that's for the 11th class, and the result was disastrous. I barely passed my 11th class, and then like the stuff that I faced, like people used to call subjects as chemistry, I used to call it Rasayan Vigyan. So it was very difficult for me to understand and take the transition. It was like entering into a lion's den with a spoon in my hand. But a very strange thing happened during my 12th class, first day of my 12th class. My math teacher came up to me and he told me that you have great potential, you can do great things in life. So I asked him, why did you say so? So what he revealed is the highest scorer in the class is 95, and while you scored 56, you have solved a problem that nobody could. And that day I felt like a math wizard. And from that point onwards, I studied really hard and scored 7th rank in the district, even though I was from a Hindi background. So that also earned me a spot at NIT. And then college also brought its own challenges. I was 45 kg, really skinny. People called me Crush Silver. And I was very determined to set that image of mine. So like during summer vacation, when everybody went for their internship, I went to gym. And I had worked out like a man possessed. I ate 6 to 8 bananas a day, 2 liters milk a day, and worked out 4 hours a day. When I reached back college, my weight was 64 kg. Not only did I gain weight, I gained my confidence and I became a placement head for the college. And then I became a second person to become an engineer for my village. So throughout this my journey, I felt a little bit misfit. I felt that my English might not be proper, but what I realized that I have consistently put in effort in reaching my goal. And through reflection of my own journey, what I realized that a lot of people face similar sort of difficulty. So I am now driven by a new purpose to honor my grandparents and start a foundation on their name to help 5 kids with their college education. And I'm pretty sure that I can achieve my dream in the next 5 years. So, dear Toastmasters, whenever you feel stuck or whenever you feel that you have no direction in life, keep continuing putting in effort, and I'm pretty sure you can achieve more than what you are imagining. That's my story. Thank you.
Thank you, Pragya, for that. I can totally agree. We all have that one experience that changes the complete direction of our life. For you, that was your maths teacher because your future goal is to start your own venture in finances. You wouldn't have thought that in your initial years. That concludes the prepared speech section. We have such experience, some powerful speeches, and now it's your time to contribute. Please take the next 45 seconds to visit PIT. I'm spelling it out for you guys. Can you please take out your phones? It's time for you to vote. Oh, it's on the WhatsApp group. bit.ly/PHTMVOTE1. Is there someone who did not catch it?
Just hold on a minute, guys. Yeah, with the powerful thing. Over a minute. And refresh.
and repeating the link bit.ly/BHTMVOTE1. Please share your votes and feedback. It's time for you to decide who was the best speaker. Yeah. bit.ly/BHTMVOTE1.
Everyone, please vote. We're looking to get 20 votes at least. There are about 25 of us in the group. Requesting everyone, please vote.
Is everyone finished?
We have 9 responses. Got 11 responses. We've got 6 more to go. We give it another 30 seconds. Eighteen responses, 2 more to go.
We'll take a short break to recharge ourselves before we move on to the next round. Thank you all for all your inputs. We'll meet you in the hall at 4. Welcome back, Toastmasters and guests. I hope you're all pumped up for our table topic segment. Let's circle back to our theme. Many of us are on a journey to live harmoniously with our emotions, rather than suppressing them. That's why today's topic is so important. We are here to explore how our dominant emotions shape our choices and how we can achieve that balance in our life. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together, uncovering how our emotions guide our decisions and shape our choices. I'm eager to hear your thoughts and explore this fascinating subject with all of you. And now, to guide us through this segment, please welcome our next bright heart, who is a passionate, human-centered designer with a strong interest in social impact projects. Her sensitivity and empathy, essentially in her profession, also make her a perfect fit for her role as a BP membership. She is the social butterfly of Bright Hearts. Please welcome Table Topics Master of the Day, Bright Heart Ruchi. Good evening, Bright Hearts. I'm here. Hope you are doing good today.
Yes.
Today, I will be presenting and conducting the table topic segment of the day. The purpose of table topic is to provide opportunity to both guests and the members to improve their impromptu speaking. I have prepared some topics based on today's theme, echoes of the inner self. Our thoughts and our emotions drive our action and form our life. And therefore, it becomes important to keep reflecting on our thoughts and emotions to make more conscious and meaningful decisions and live a meaningful life. Each speaker today will be given 1 to 2 minutes to speak on their topic. And our timer, Neville, will be showing green card on 1 minute, yellow card on 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card on 2 minutes. Please try to stay within the time limit and consciously use the word of the day, consciousness, the state of being aware of. With that, let's start. Can I have one right card member to start with? Deepak, your topic is describe an experience where you found joy in an unexpected place. Describe an experience where you found joy in an unexpected place. Deepak.
Okay. Can you all hear me out? Yes. Thank you. Well, I have a problem of you can't hear me, right? No, that's fine. I like to practice. So, fellow right hearts, Toastmasters, everyone, fellow members, and guests. The topic is where I found joy in an unexpected place. Nothing much is coming in my head right now, but I would like to talk about when I was in college. That time I was not speaking English. I was from a place that when you take the base thing, it becomes a laughter. So I was going through a very painful journey. I didn't act in my class. The language was difficult for me. I didn't take it. So, but then after the first year, we all segregated into different zones or institutes in the hostel. So where I defaulted, let's say, that is where it was expected to be something which is punished of not being able to contribute or show anything. If you don't have two less activities and have not done that, then the lower point will take you to the team. In that team, I found so many people like me, and we had a very good friendship. A lot of talks, a lot of laughter, and a lot of journey memories from that week for this time. So, thank you.
That was wonderful, Deepak. College is a place where we all start with a lot of nervous and anxious energy, and by the end of college, we actually end up finding out joy in a lot of people, places, and end up with a lot of new memories when we meet. So with that, let's call on our next speaker. Anyone who would like to volunteer? Sound free. What is one fear that you face and overcame? What is one fear that you face and overcame? Something.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Sampri. So, my topic is what is that one fear that I have overcame. So, a little background about myself. Growing up, I was never a guy into outdoor sports activities. I was always in my house playing video games, watching movies. This is about me. So, I have very less physical strength. Okay, when compared with any other fellow members of my friends. So during COVID time, I was always it went to extreme. So there is no other place to go also, right? So I was at my home. I was doing nothing. I was just lying in my bed doing work. That's all. So one time, my friends, we have planned for a outdoor activity trek. Okay. So in that trek, I was basically I fainted. Once I reached the top of the cliff, I fainted. And my friends helped me that, once I fainted, they have helped me and they said that, man, your fitness is completely weak. I don't know what you are doing. I think you cannot survive. Like these kind of things they have said. But at that time, I felt, I need to change something. Because, see, I was always a weak guy. I wanted to change that consciously somewhere. I felt that in my brain, I was always there to confront whatever weakness is there in myself. I wanted to confront it. So at that point of time, the next maybe after 1 week or so, I started going out and working out. I started with only doing push-ups in my room, closed room. I did not even tell to my parents or anyone. Just doing push-ups and doing pull-ups, all these kind of things. And after that, from there, I went to gym. I worked out like crazy, like 3 years straight. Never missed a day. Like maybe 6 times a week, I work out. So right now, I feel like at least I'm reasonably strong enough, and that the particular moment in my life has changed me drastically. I felt that. Thanks.
Thank you, Sampri. That was a wonderful day. Next, can we have a guest, please? Ashwin is obviously stand the time with someone's kindness impacted you. Describe a time when someone's kindness deeply impacted you. Ashwin.
Hi, good evening. So I have an instance from my work where me and my team members, if they are indulged in too much work or work pressure by managers and everyone, they don't tend to help because they are themselves stuck and their performance will get impacted if they help someone else. But there was one member in the cross-functional team. Fortunately, he is my flatmate now. That guy, irrespective of any situation, anytime, is up for it. Even if it requires an extra mile to go with regards to any topic, any help, or even if he doesn't know, he'll gain that knowledge, he'll ask someone, he'll pull out resources and he'll help. That has actually motivated me and many of our team members to do the same towards each other. What it does is it brings positivity, and I believe that only together we can grow faster and not as an individual alone. So thank you so much.
Just a reminder for all the topic speakers coming on stage, be sure to shake the hand of the master.
Sorry, that was very good message that you left with. That together we go faster and better. And with that, can we have another Bright Heart members? Yes. Doctor, share a moment When you allow yourself to be vulnerable and what it all. Share a movement when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and what it taught properly.
Good evening, Bright Hearts and fellow Toastmasters. So, when after I got graduated from my college, and even I was in a startup, but due to COVID, I had to shut down. Then I decided to take admission for data science, and I was in a very vulnerable situation, like whether to take the data science course or not. So, what I did basically, I just tried to check like what is the path which I can follow, right? So I was having 2-3 options. Basically, keep pushing harder what I was doing earlier, or maybe try something else or just data science, right? And then at that moment, I felt that data science is something which I should continue going ahead. So that is the one thing which taught me a thing. So I was in a very uncomfortable situation to choose. One of my friends he took me to the institutions and he asked us to take the admission. Although I took the admission, but I was in a vulnerable situation. And that is something which, and within the 2 minutes of joining the course, right, I basically got a job and I cracked the interview and everything. So that's the thing. What it taught me actually that if in a certain moment, if you're not clear what to do, just look for the options and whatever suits at that particular moment. If you feel that out of that 3-4, then something is good for you, just go ahead and it will be, certainly it will be a better choice. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Russell. Yes, definitely coming out of the comfort zone, and sometimes it's other people who help us take that leap of faith, and we end up always learning something new. That's how we also discover a new part of ourselves. Next, can we have a guest? Your topic is, what is one food that you're emotionally attached to and why? What is one food that you're emotionally attached to and why?
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. That one food that I love is cooked by my mother. Unfortunately, she is finding my native flavor. So I have to struggle for that every day. But however, my wife is good cook. She prepares delicious food. But exactly if I want to tell you that she prepares chicken biryani nicely and mouth watering for you the way she prepares it. So that is the one food I can say that I like. Thank you.
Being a vegetarian, it was hard for me to make a chicken biryani. But with who I can guess is a happiness and amazing dish. Next, can we have a bright heart, everybody? Describe a time when you discovered something new about yourself. Describe a time when you discovered something new about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. So it was nearly 7 to 8 years ago that I attended one of my first Toastmasters meeting. I just went there as a guest. And then I was such an introvert guy, I don't even speak to the person next in my bench. So that's the way I used to be. And then I used to see, like regularly check this particular meeting that was happening in Infosys at that point of time. I just thought I would go and give a check. And then like when I went, I realized that they have this table topic session. And then like people were called random and then we have to give a speech in 2 minutes. I was like, how can this be done? Like even a prepared speech for 5 minutes, after like going through for a week, it's difficult to, give it flawlessly. How can a 2-minute speech be given right at the spot? And then, but I thought, I was just curious. I just want to give it a shot. Someday I just want to give it a shot. I was just waiting week after week, hesitant to go on stage and then give that speech. But then one day I went ahead and said, let me give it a shot. And then I didn't know how those 2 minutes got over. But then at the end I felt like, no, this is not me actually, but I really enjoy it. So that was one time I was like, kind of surprised myself, I would say. I didn't think I would do it, but then it all turned out to be really good.
Thank you, Arjun. Toastmasters definitely is a place where we all discover something new about ourselves, or we are here to discover something new about ourselves. Like all our fellow bright hearts who are waiting for their potential to get unlocked. Next, can we have a guest? Can we have a guest from HSR?
No. Bright Hearts members who have it, take the topic yet.
Gautam, the topic is share a belief that you once strongly held but have reevaluated and why. Share a belief that you once strongly held but have reevaluated and why. Gautam.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So my topic was, what was the belief I strongly believe, but it was, I reevaluated, right? When I completed my bachelor's, I was not placed and then I was jobless for almost 6 months. That's when a kind person given me an opportunity to join the job. And in the start of my career, I was very humble and I was very kind to each and everyone. I was voluntarily helping so many people. And then that is when I identified that being so much kind is also sometimes effective, right? You need to be very sensitive and you need to be very subconscious. And then you need to help identify the right people with whom you can help, right? That is when I thought being kind also will be sometimes harmful. Sometimes you need to be speak out what you felt in your mind.
Gautam, I relate with that. Going overboard and helping others, sometimes you get backfired very badly. I have been there, I feel you. Next, can we have the last speaker for today? Soumya, the topic is, what is one movement that you felt most brave and why? What is one movement that you felt most brave and why?
Hello everybody. Davis. I have got a very interesting topic. So whenever I'm on the stage, I different health functions. So however, I'll try to make it very natural and implement it. So I have a stage fear. So whenever I'm on the stage, I can't speak. I get very nervous, anxious, and old. So last year when I joined Checkpoint is my current company where I'm working as account manager. So they told me as part of your role and responsibility, you have to travel to Singapore. Well, that's an amazing news, isn't it? Who doesn't like to travel abroad for business trip? However, after going there, I realized that I have to give my assessment or presentation in front of the whole jury. Let me just give you a little bit context about the jury. So the jury, they were from different parts of the world. They were from US, Australia, Japan, and Malaysia. So they were like diverse set of people. They were like very expert in their particular field. So the moment I got to know that I have to present it in front of the people who are actually very skilled, talented, successful, and expert in their particular domain, I got very nervous. However, there I met one of the person whose name was Neil Koti. He was from Israel. He was my mentor there, and he just gave me that kind of support that, you know, it's okay. What worst can be happen? We forget your lines, that's okay. It's your training period. And I mean, sometimes one or the other day you have to overcome your fear. Maybe this is the time. So with that thought, I came to the stage, and I felt whenever I was on the stage, I clearly remember I was actually so natural and so confident, and I was able to explain my value proposition very well. So I think that was the biggest takeaway from that particular incident, that whenever you feel like you are nervous or anxious, just take the plunge. I mean, at the end, you feel like, okay, even if it went wrong, at least you took the risk. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Soumya. That was really great, and I can see that you come here very regularly and seen you at HSR Toastmasters also, and we hope that it goes from your flavor and flavor and flavor. With that, today's secret topic segment has come to an end. I hope you all had a good time, and I would like to call today's journal evaluator. Before that, she will call on today's journal evaluator. I'll call Toastmaster of the day, Pranjal. Thank you, Reinhard Ritchie, for that engaging session. Such great topics. The only emotion I could feel during this segment was nostalgia, giving us the opportunity to visit our own memories. Great job. So, as we wrap the first two segments, I really want to express my gratitude to everyone for bringing their energy, insights, and participation. Whether you were speaking, reflecting, or just absorbing the whole experience, your presence really added immense value to the session. So, we have delved into how emotions influence our choices, shared some powerful moments, and also honed our impromptu speaking skills. So, what's the takeaway? Emotions. Embrace your emotions. They are not just reactions, but guides. Understanding them is the key to making better choices and leading a more balanced life. I'm really proud of the progress we have made today, and I really hope that once you leave here, you feel inspired and motivated to continue your journey of self-discovery. Let's grow together and ride those emotional waves with confidence. For our constructive feedback, I would like to hand it over back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Chandru.
Good evening again, Bright Hearts. Let me now commence the conscious evaluation of prepared speeches. I invite Toastmaster Sai Haripriya to evaluate Toastmaster Prabhsimran Kaur.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. And special good evening to my target speaker. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. All of the ingredients that have made up your life so far. Today, Toastmaster, you have done a wonderful job delivering your icebreaker speech. There were quite a few things that I really liked about it, starting with the way you structured your content. Your sugar, which was your childhood,
the spice, which was your college life, and everything nice that came after when you were dealing with your academic pressure and happiness. And to sum it up, you also made it a point to show everyone that it was that sugar, that spice, and everything nice with the help of all the props, and tied off your speech very well. The other thing that I really liked was the title of your speech, very catchy, and I think as soon as I saw that, I just went, oh, something related to Powerpuff Girls. So I'm sure most people might have had that same thought. So well done over there. Next, I love your confidence. From the start, from the moment you started talking about Powerpuff Girls, and to the time you were using the prop to show how your life came together, you were confident throughout. And that is a very good quality to have as a speaker. Then, there are a few things you could work on to improve your speaking skills. The one point that I want to mention is pace of your speech. I kind of felt it was a little fast. So you started off with sugar, spice, and everything nice as the main ingredients, and then suddenly you were talking about when you were a baby and how your mother felt like you were just offended, and all of a sudden you were jumping to high school and then college. So you can maybe pace yourself a little. So you can do something like sugar, spice, and everything nice. These made up my entire life so far. But it all started off with the sugar when I was born as a child. I was very introverted, very sweet. Let's allow the audience to hear what it is that you're saying. So that would be my main point of view. The other thing you can challenge yourself with, you can maybe provide anecdotes to support all of the things that you said. So for example, you could have provided a full interaction with your boyfriend in how he spoke it, what the dialogues were in the two of you. Right? And when you said you were straightforward and blunt and introverted, you could have talked about show instances of that with your friends. Right? So if you could just work on providing a bit more examples and facing yourself, you have the potential to be a really good speaker with your excellent speech structure and the confidence that you have. Back to you,
Thank you, Toastmaster Parikya. I totally agree with what Toastmaster Parikya shared. He gave a constructive feedback relating to positives, and also you've been a seasoned evaluator of icebreakers, and I felt that it's quite meticulous. Now I invite Toastmaster Rohit to evaluate Toastmaster Siddharth Jain.
Good evening again, bright hearts.
Good evening.
Today, Toastmaster Siddharth took us through his journey of life in the midst of while making us realize that dreams do come true. Let's see what where his speech highlights. Number one, project objectives. Through his icebreaker speech today, he met the project objectives, which was to introduce himself to the club as well as learn the basic structure of a public speech. What do you mean by basic structure of a public speech? Any speech should comprise of introduction, body, and conclusion, which was there in his speech today. Let me illustrate that. He started off his speech by engaging the audience by asking questions, which formed his introduction. He then took us through his childhood life in the village of Rajasthan, his school life, where he had dreams of studying in an English medium school in city, and finally to the NIT college life, where he became the second engineer from his village. And to top it all, he had a very nice conclusion to the entire audience. So with this, I got to know more about Siddharth, while he also completed his mission of learning, framing a speech. Number two, clarity. His spoken language was clear and easily understood. Throughout the entire speech, I didn't feel a moment where I was not able to grasp what he was saying. That was because of the clear vocal clarity which he was displaying. Number three is the use of descriptive language. Through his meticulous use of words and adjectives, he was able to paint a picture in the mind of the audience.
To quote a few examples, on one side of the village there was slum area, on the other side there was river. I was able to picturize that. In the another instant, when he was saying that, I was cycling with my crush on the broken road amidst the rain. I was able to picturize the exact scenario which he was telling. So I feel you have a very good knack of using descriptive language to increase the impact of your storytelling. Number 4 is the call to action. Towards the end of the speech, you had a very nice message to the entire audience that if you feel that if you don't have direction in life, you keep putting in the efforts. And through your story of achieving your dream of studying in an English medium school, I think that was reiterated very nicely to the entire audience. Good job, well done. I have only one point of feedback, which is to pace your speech. At certain instances, for example, I was 45 kg, I was skinny, people followed me. I was not able to hear properly what that word was. Maybe see how you can slow down your pace, take pauses, so that people, you can gauge the audience awareness where they are understanding or not, and then you can accordingly modify. So that was all in all for your icebreaker speech. Summarizing it all, by pacing yourself, complemented with your strong ability of meeting the project objectives, having a nice conclusion, your strong vocal clarity, and your perfect use of descriptive language, you will have places to go in your Bright Hearts Toastmaster journey. Back to the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit. Again, I like the motivational, constructive, and time-bound evaluation with the summary at the end. You are very organized with highlighting 1, 2, and 3, and 1 area of improvement. I like the volume and the clarity in your speech. It was very well done. Moving to the time now to the timer team report. I invite timer Toastmaster Neville shall share the timer report.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer of the day, I have noted down times for the entire meeting. I would like to say that all the speakers and table topic and evaluators were qualified. I'll just say their times. The speaker 1, Dr. Wilcott, she took 6 minutes, 8 seconds. Speaker 2, Siddharth J, took 4 minutes, 41 seconds. In terms of the table topic section, we have 2 disqualifications. Apart from that, everybody was qualified. So we have Gautam and Manoran, who are in complete 1 minute. In the evaluation section, we have Srihari Priya, she took 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and Rohit took 3 minutes, 21 seconds. That's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neville. I would like to share feedback on your timer role today. You did the explanation of timing system at the start very well. It was very creative also, correlating it to smoothing of the alarm and to get an audience connect to the people around. And now also the report that you read out is very concise and also reading out specific time that each of the speakers took. Well done. I would also challenge you to also notify the team on the timetable. That is another area of improvement that you can work on. Otherwise, very well done. Moving to the next of the planning team, I invite the Arthur Toastmaster Arna Gupta. Thank you. So, we start with my report. The target arms action today took a few unplanned causes, but it's very easy. Akshaya present was perfect and he did a great job. Our Toastmasters of the day, Pranjal, had a huge speaking part today. And though she took a few inappropriate pauses and there were a few repetitions, especially of the word like, I really overall enjoyed the creativity and the passion in her. So thank you. Our general evaluator, Chandrama's experiences shown today have seen took only one or two inappropriate pauses, but otherwise use no transfers or no transfer. Speakers of the day attempting their icebreakers. Rough inference pacing was pretty fast. There were no inappropriate pauses, but there were repetitions of words like so and like, which I would like you to address in future endeavors. Coming to Sudha, there were a lot of uses of the word that is one thing you can address in speeches going forward, but there were no clash words. So I would like to have a round of applause for our first time speaker. Sai Haripriya, our first evaluator, brought such incredible insight to the speech, but unfortunately she used a few words like you know or so when connecting the points that she had to correct our speaker. I would like you to address that, but overall, thank you. Our second evaluator, Rohit, made no mistakes. His volume was incredibly high, and I think we're all very grateful for the feedback he gave, so we can apply it to all of us. So thank you. I will quickly go over all the table topic speakers. So our table topic master for the day, Ruchi, used a lot of sounds when connecting between speakers, and that is the only feedback I have to you. Thank you. Our first speaker, Deepa, while thinking about this topic, made a lot of sounds, but otherwise there were no transfers used in your speech. Thank you. Our second speaker, Sampi, used words like so, okay, that to connect various points in a speech, and also had a few inappropriate words. So please address them. Coming to our guest, Ashwin, I think Ashwin did a great job only using one repetition even in his speech, and I think we can all do a number of applause for a guest doing so well. Coming to our fourth speaker, Rockwell. Rockwell used the word up a few times, so just address that, and you have a habit of ending your sentences with a right, addressing the audience. I think that is addressed to make your speech so much more relevant and in a structured manner. Coming to Manoranjan, who's a guest here, he only repeated the word two times, and I think that's deserving of applause because he was no other. Coming to Vaisal, he used the word two times, and right and, which need to be addressed in your future speeches. Then Gautam used the word and right in his speech, so I think that can be worked on. Coming to our last speaker of the day, Soumya. Soumya did a very good job, even though you're right of speaking. And he only used the word so and so thank you. That was all our speakers today. Thank you, Anna, for that meticulous report. My feedback for you is the role explanation at the start and report towards the end was very well done. And also you motivated the first time speakers as well as the guests. That is also noted and well done. Challenge yourself maybe next time you are not using the script when you introduce the role at the beginning, and you can also challenge yourself to be more creative in this role. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Vishnu Pradeep to share this.
Good evening, Strikeouts. Thank you all speakers for not having any improper usage for today. You all have been in consciousness for not using any improper words. There are a lot of good usages today, especially from our Sergeant John Preston, words like empowered, enthusiastic, from our Moody, Pranjal, the usages like symphony of feedback, sailing the same boat, from our speakers, Prachindran, on the word usage like unfiltered, explore new horizons, devastating. And the word of the day has been used for 5 times today. One each from Sapruma, Ruchi, Arna, Sapri, and Soumya. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishnu. My feedback is you gave a usable word of the day, so it was used quite a number of times. And you also observed and listened carefully and pointed out outstanding usages of the language. And one point of area of improvement is whoever uses the word of the day, who forgot to mention that they will be acknowledged with a thumbs up. That will be the next time. And I'd also like to challenge you to sing no script when you take up this meeting. But overall, well done. First time remedy. Okay. Next, I move to the listener of today's meeting, which is Toastmaster Pragati Ganapati. Thank you, Chandana. Almost the end of the session. So, hope you all have listened. We had multiple speakers. So, I have like a couple of questions prepared. So, let's see who's been listening a lot. So I think the first question will be from Simran with her speech. Which country did Simran have to go to study in her last year? Yes. Yeah. Which country? Yes. Good. So it was Dublin, but the country was the island. Okay. Great. And the next question would be which attitude did Simran relate to spice? Yes. Yes, college life, but which attribute? Listen carefully. It would be yes, taking risks. Taking risks, correct. Okay, and the other question probably from Siddharth's speech. Which subject teacher did inspire him? Yes, maths. Maths. Yes. And, next question would be, how many bananas are needed in Cincinnati? Okay. Yes. Okay. The next one from Sampreet's speech. What happened to Sampreet at the top of the bed? Yes. How many times? Okay, this is Sampreet's teacher. How many times a week did Sampreet work out? Yes. Yes, 6 times. Yes. Can I go for more questions I have? Which is Manoranjan's favorite food? Dalton. What is the quality that in Dalton's speech? What is the quality that he believed in? The quality that Dalton he believed in that helped him navigate his life. And the last one, Soumya's speech. Soumya met her mentor in Singapore. Which country was he from? Okay, Maria. Israel. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Pragati. You really listened and been a very great Toastmaster for this, for all the entire crowd. Well done. However, I have 2 areas of improvement for you. You read the report very well towards the end. But at the start, we were looking at the mobile as well as the role of this script. And I have already seen Vishnu put in the way that we have to prepare So I also observed that at the start and now as well. Maybe going forward, we can also. I now move on to the feedback for the entire meeting. I must say kudos to all the role takers of this three-charter meeting. You guys rock. It's like doesn't feel like meeting. I have had the opportunity as an area director to visit many season clubs as well. But I can't believe that this is the 5th three-charter meeting and you all do it amazingly well. All of you. So pat on your back. Let me move one by one before the meeting points. The room setup, the introduction, the greeting, and guest engagement were all up to the mark. It was all well done and established. Moving to the second goal, which was the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Ashwin Raj. You read out the mission statement and you also gave a wonderful introduction of the presiding officer. You also made a point about refreshments, availability, analysis, and all that. One area of improvement would be you were too out with the mobile and not even taking your head to see the audience. Maybe next time you could look at us as well so that it helps in overcoming your stage fright. That was one area of improvement for you. And we started well on time, even at 3:59, I guess. That is well done. The president. Yeah, always up to the mark. The president welcoming guests much before the meeting as well. The welcome address, the motivational statement, right place, the right way, acknowledging guests during the meeting. He also touched upon the theme. And also, his passion is seen in people as well when he tries to correct the speakers or shaking hands when leaving the stage. It's the passion which was very well done. Moving to the Toastmaster of the day, Pranjal. I think this is the first time that we're taking back the Toastmaster of the day. The energy that we talk about in this room, the noise that you ask the audience to make at the start, the audience connect. It was mind-blowing. Secondly, your body language was also very evident on the stage, actually using it to encourage with the script. Improvement would be to challenge yourself next time, not to use the script even midway. Of course, you started off without using the script, but in between. And the transitions that you made between the speeches also well done. There was enough content between the speeches as well. That was for you, Toastmaster Pranjal. Moving to the next project, which is the speakers. Toastmaster Pranjal, it looked like an icebreaker at all. Both the icebreakers. Very well done. The body language, the overall variety. You have got some props, which shows that you're a seasoned speaker. I don't have any areas of improvement for you. The second icebreaker also made me really think, was it an icebreaker? Because you're all so confident speaking on stage without using any scripts and also displaying your emotions. It was really impeccable. Now moving to the topic master, Toastmaster Ruchi. Yes, your introduction was very well because you also made a point to say this team-centric, and you said that we have to use the word of the day. Very meticulous. You started with the Bright Hearts Toastmaster member, and the way the topic was shared, introducing the member, the topic, and the Toastmaster,
and then the Toastmaster and the topic. I think we got to make something for our job sometimes when I see the level of your level. However, the areas of improvements that I have is the length of the topic could have been a little shorter at times. I saw Gautam was again asking what is the topic. So we could in future maybe look on the length of the topic. Other than that, by giving the stage, it is again a customary practice to shake hands. So ensure that next time we take up this role, shake hands. Otherwise, welcome Toastmaster. In the interest of time, I would label it as the favorite topics because they effectively have time. Then I move the guests, the presence of the guests, the acknowledging of the guests, the involvement of the guests, and the feedback. It was all done very well. Only thing area of improvement here is HSR Toastmaster members sitting together and PTM Toastmasters sitting together. Maybe that's an area of improvement. Mingle with other guests and meet some new people as well. This is from the audience point of view. Not just in the day, even otherwise. Okay, coming to the logistics, the videos, the announcements, the meeting arrangement, and the professionalism, the role takers group was formed well in advance. The poster was released by Thursday, and agenda date was mentioned by the president yesterday, and agenda was posted as committed by Lavagati yesterday by 10 p.m. And the testing was religiously done by the Toastmaster Action Toastmaster Annual for the setup and the start as well as before the daily topics. And the registration forms were handed over to all the evaluators and as well as the directing and including Veda. Coming to the break announcement was clear and also it was time bound and refreshments were served. Only areas of improvement is the voting link. Maybe if there is any display board available, we have to repeat, continue to repeat quite a number of times. If we could display it somewhere on our screen. Other than this, the technology, the preparation and testing that everything was done. That was it from my side. Overall, I'm truly amazed with this meeting and it's already catching up to HSR level. Kudos to all of you. Over to now we have a voting. The link to PIT.NY vote 2. Again, PIT.NY vote 2. Please cast your votes for the best vote taker, auxiliary vote taker, and
requesting all the roll takers to please vote. It's bit.ly/PXTM vote 2. It's the exact same URL as last time, just that the 1 is a 2. That's it. In case any guest or external Toastmaster member has a doubt, come to the right heart near you, they will provide the URL for you. Please vote for the best auxiliary vote taker, best roll taker, best prepared speaker, and best evaluator. In addition, requesting one to please provide a feedback about the meeting, what you liked, and any suggestions. We'll give you all 1 minute. Okay, let's see how many points we have so far. We have 8, and we get at least 12 more responses. Also, I'd like to apologize, our meeting will be delayed by at least 10 minutes. So our now scheduled end time is 6:10 p.m. So apologies for that in advance. We've got 13 responses, 14, 6 more.
I now call upon the presiding officer, Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you so much. All right. As our little fairy in the back prepares certificates for the best show takers of pre-charter meeting number 5, let's get some feedback from folks. How did you guys like the meeting? Maybe we can start with a member first, the Bright Heart member. Why don't we go with Gautam? What were your thoughts for today's meeting? You can just stand in your seat.
It is pretty much very structured. People who technical participate, including members, yes, that was really good. And even the sessions are very different.
Bright Heart, Pragati, what did you think of the prepared speeches today?
I think it was damn creative, very well, technically done. Spoke of it.
Nice, thanks so much. Do we have an area director at the back, Toastmaster Maria, share a few thoughts on the first structured meeting she's been a part of?
I absolutely love religious things. And energy each motivator has, you can see that they were prepared. The level of teaching they have to love is amazing. But the best ones to start off, the best ones are going to win. If there was only one area of improvement, I would say that I would like to bring more energy into the by adding energizers or just adding classes, training the team on how to speak. I think it's really what this means.
Actually, one thing I forgot to do at the beginning of this meeting was talk about last Sunday's meeting. How many of you were there last Sunday? Can you raise your hands? Had a good time last Sunday? Yes. I got to see a different side of all of you. Singing, dancing, drunk out of my mind. Oh wait, that was me. But it was so much fun. I think that was a great icebreaker session for all of the members after 1 month of hard work in July. For all of us to come together, just dress up, make some good food, sing some great songs. It really was an awesome experience. Last Sunday was really a milestone, I would say, by that. So let's give it a round. Before we announce the winners, one small activity. Okay, I've got 2 goals here. One is joy. The other is discuss. Disappointment. So this is how it's gonna work. When I raise joy, you guys go yay. Okay, like yay. Okay, but only when it's fully raised. If it's this raised, you don't say anything. Okay. Yay. Now I've got on the other hand disappointment. When I raise this, you guys go boo. Let's try this. Boo. You guys ready? And let's go. Yay! Woo! Woo! Yay! 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 Woo! Woo! Yay! Woo! Yay! This activity was just an excuse for me to dance. All right. Let's now announce the winners. for pre-charter meeting 5. We've got 4 categories of winners, which is Best Auxiliary Role Taker, Best Role Player, Best Table Topic Speaker, and Best Speaker. The Best Auxiliary Role Taker for pre-charter meeting 5 is Right Heart, Anna Gupta. Anna, you are doing such wonderful things at your age that I would not have dreamt of doing when I was probably 18 years old. When you're 18, you're articulate and commanding audiences. When I was 18, I was eating dirt. That was how talented I am, and I'm so proud that you're a member of this club. Congratulations. The best role player for pre-charter meeting 5 is Right Heart, Pranjal Anand. I saw Pranjal at last Sunday's potluck karaoke with all the energy she brought on the stage, and I knew she was going to bring some theatrics to the forefront with her team today. I love how you picked something that was very current in the form of the current blockbuster movie Inside Out 2. I like how you channel that into today's theme. And at the end of the day, while we did have a game that went with a lot of boos and a lot of A's, your team today was a unanimous. Yay! Congratulations, Pranjal. The best table topic speaker for pre-charter meeting 5 is Bright Heart, Soumya. Right now, Soumya, you have no reason to be surprised. You came to the stage and you shared an anecdote which is immediately relevant to all of us, conquering stage fear. And isn't it ironic? In a table topic that was all about you trying to conquer stage fear, you conquered it and won the best table topic award. Congratulations. And now we come to the first ever Best Speaker Award of Bright Hearts Toastmasters. Can we all agree that both the speeches we saw today were awesome? Yes. Can we both agree that both the speeches we saw today penetrated into our consciousness? Yes. I needed to use the word. But there can be only one. The best speaker for pre-charter meeting 5 of Bright Hearts Toastmasters is Bright Heart, Prabhsimran Kaur. Prabhsimran, third time's a charm. I know that this is the third pathway. I repeat, the third pathway that she's embarking on in Toastmasters. You're coming into this with so much experience under your belt. I personally mentored you for this, and I just saw the amount of zeal and motivation she had with so many amazing ideas. To an icebreaker speech, to an icebreaker speech was nothing short of amazing. I know all of us here are excited to see all the things you bring to the club in the coming weeks. Congratulations. We will take a group photo. Can we have Iha, please come on stage and take a quick picture. And I also would like to quickly shout out to both the evaluators who volunteered from HSR Toastmasters. So they can give a big round of applause. Looking forward to more assistance from HSR Toastmasters in the future weeks. Let's take a quick photo.
Can you all simple scoot little bit? Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Apologies, we are going to go 2 minutes overboard, but I'm just going to end with one announcement, and
unusual use of mindfulness for dramatic effect, we have finalized the executive committee of the Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club. This is the charter executive committee, which is going to be taking our club into the future. And here is our executive committee. Starting with the 3 associate officers. The 3 associates who will be assisting across all 7 offices. These are Bright Heart, Professor Lord, Bright Heart, Never Shah, Bright Heart, Vishnu. Because he is the main standing. And now we announce the officers of the Charter Executive Committee, starting with our Sergeant at Arms, Bright Heart, Rob. For the statement, Bright Heart, Bulbul Bansal. Our Secretary, Bright Heart, Ranjit Anand. Our Vice President of Membership, Bright Heart, Ruchi Jain. Vice President of Public Relations, Bright Heart, Arna Gupta. Second command of the club and the queen of Bright Heart Toastmasters. This is no spoiler, we know her already. Distinguished Toastmaster Arundhati Vasu. And the president, Akshay Bananand. Thank you so much. I request you all to have a seat. And I just want to thank you for volunteering for what is going to be an exciting 5 months for the remainder of 2024. We will have an official installation ceremony once our club charters. Till then, let's just have a good time. And with that, all announcements done. Yes, so as we have incorporated prevent speech to our meeting, going forward, it's likely we may extend our meeting time to 6:15, right? So this is something we discussed with the executive committee as well, because we don't want to compromise on our big breaks for 15 minutes. So we really want to make sure that the entire agenda is going through. Also, we talk about it, we will keep you informated on that. Roles for the next meeting, we charter meeting 6, will open up tomorrow at 9 p.m. So anyone who wants to volunteer for the role next Sunday, please go ahead and allow 8:55 p.m. tomorrow at Monday, 8:55 p.m. You can allow and nominate. We are going to have to prepare speeches, same format as today. With that, I would like to declare an exact 6:15 p.m. sharp meeting number 5 of Bright Hearts Toastmasters.